Good morning everyone, my name is Rachel and welcome to the French Seams. This is a Friday Sews video, so thank you to Jen for setting up that lovely hashtag where you can search on YouTube for all your sewing vloggers. So this is a Friday Sews, however today is Monday and it is 11:15 and I have the day off. In fact, I have the entire week off work. Myself and my husband took these 5 days off work and the two boys are still in creche, so we are on holidays from 8 a.m. until 5 p.m. So it's going to be a wonderful, wonderful week. But I thought it'd be fun to bring you along with me because I can never film during the week, obviously. I just film in the evenings and the weekends. So I thought it'd be fun to film a little bit during the day, show you what I'm wearing each day because of course it's Me Made May, and yeah, I'll see how the week goes. If you never see this video, it hasn't gone well. If you do see this video, it was a bit of fun and I'd like to share it. So I do enjoy watching those kind of week with me vlogs or what I'm wearing each day and stuff, so I hope you enjoy it too. So what I'm wearing today is, because I've literally just finished doing a blitz on the house, is Tabitha T-shirt in this lovely yellow cotton jersey from Ecobee, and my lovely new Marlo cardigan in this lovely navy rib knit from Crafty Studio, and then I just have ready to wear jeans. So I spent the morning cleaning and tidying and now that's finished. What I'm doing now is I've just packed up my Juki sewing machine because if you were watching my stories during the week, it's a little bit poorly. The bobbin is clicking, it's just not doing well. So I rang the place I bought it from, the sewing machine centre in Waterford, and they said, do you have the original box? So I had a moment of panic and I actually did have the original box. So PSA, if you buy a new sewing machine, please keep your original packaging because that means you can send it back to be serviced. So they're very, very nice. So I've just packed that all up. I'm going to nip to the post office to send it right away because I will be lost without it. So that's my morning, and then myself and my husband are going to head out for a cheeky lunch and maybe go for a walk by the seaside. So I'm looking forward to today. So this is my Monday. So what have I been getting up to since I spoke to you last? So I had my spring makes video out and my summer plans. So thank you very, very much to everybody who's watched them, who's left a comment. Thank you very, very much. I had great fun making them. I have lofty plans for summer, but they're now going to grow legs. I'll show you now that in 1 second. So that's what I've been doing. I wasn't doing much sewing, obviously, with the aforementioned sewing machine, but luckily I hadn't got rid of my old brother sewing machine that I had used before that. So I got that in Argos, I think about 7 years ago. Still works. It was in the shed, still worked perfectly. So I sewed on that over the weekend. What did I do over the weekend, you may ask? Well, yes, I went beyond the pink door, or Narnia, as my husband called it. So I was incredibly lucky to get to go away for the weekend to Andrea's sewing retreat as a kind of tester to see if she'd be able to do sewing retreats in the future. And yes, oh my word, it was fabulous. So as I say, I was very, very lucky to get to go. I travelled down on Friday after work and I got there about 9 o'clock at night. So people were kind of finishing up dinner. I missed the dinner. It looked amazing. By all accounts, it was a wonderful meal, but I missed that. So I arrived in just as people were finishing up. I got to meet so many lovely people. So I'll put in a few little pictures here. Full photo credit to the very lovely Jen, who I had the honour of meeting at the weekend, who is a lovely, lovely person. So nice to meet her. Incredibly talented photographer with her iPhone, hence all the marvellous pictures here. A lovely, lovely person. And she taught me a little trick about my Apple Watch. Now, for anybody who knows me, I adore my tech. I always have, always will, and I love Apple in particular. So I have an Apple iPhone, I have a Mac upstairs, I think we have an iPad knocking around, and I have an Apple Watch. And for any of those who have an Apple Watch, have you tried this trick? If you say pop into your weather, so if I go into my weather here, and if I look at weather in Dublin at the minute, it's, yeah, UV index is 4, wind speed is 10, right? Then if you just go pat, it brings you back to the main screen. I never knew that. Game changer, because you're frantically trying to flick between apps and everything, but you can just literally go pop and it's back to the start. Amazing. She is just wonderful. So thank you, Jen. So I got to meet lovely, lovely people. Few people who I'd met before, and then a few people who I knew from Instagram, things like that, and then a few people who I had never met before, and that was just wonderful. We're all like-minded people, It was just really, really great. And of course, Lorianne had travelled from the US, so I got to meet her. And then Judy, of course, travelled over from York, so it was lovely to meet her as well. She has done marvellous filming of the whole weekend. I did no filming at all, so I would really encourage you to pop over to Judy's vlog. She's running So and So, I'll link it below. And I believe she has a vlog coming out tomorrow, which is Tuesday, so hopefully last Tuesday when you're watching this, next Friday. So yeah, so she took some marvellous footage. So that was Friday, went for dinner. Then I stayed in a little house with 3 other ladies, one of which I had met before at Frockdale, so lovely Grania. Hello, Grania. And then 2 other ladies, and I had never met them before, but they were just wonderful, and we all got on really, really well. We had a nice little house, and of course we stayed up far too late chatting, which was wonderful. Then Saturday morning we popped out to the venue where it was, which is the old school, beautiful old building, you know, those old school houses with the fireplaces and the beautiful windows, gorgeous views, absolutely beautiful. And it was all set up wonderfully. I missed all the setup the previous day, apologies. I had my whole big sewing space, I had my sewing machine, I had my overlocker, then everybody had their kind of tables, and then at the end of the room there was ironing boards set up, and then upstairs a huge big cutting table. It was a luxury to have the entire day to sew, to have everything set up, to have tea and coffee and gorgeous cakes whenever you wanted them. Every time you got up to walk to the ironing board, you'd go for a little chat with somebody. Every time somebody walked past, you'd have a little chat with them. What are you sewing? Where'd you get your fabric? Brilliant, just brilliant. Lovely, lovely people, and everybody making such different stuff. There was garment making, people were making bags, people were making quilts. Fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So then Saturday evening we went for a gorgeous Indian meal, which I love. I adore Indian food. And then again stayed up too late chatting. And then yesterday, Sunday, got up, went back out to the venue, did a little bit more sewing, and then I had to go away. And I was genuinely so upset leaving everybody. It was just the best time. Andrew and Caroline did the most fabulous job of hosting the whole weekend, and thank you to everybody who set up and cleared away everything. Apologies I couldn't stay around. I really, really had to get back to my boys. But it was just wonderful, and from my point of view, and I hope from everybody else's point of view, it was enormously successful, and I really hope she does these again in the future. They will be enormously oversubscribed. So what did I get sewed up? What did I sew up? So I didn't know what to bring. I had never been to a sewing retreat before. I packed up my sewing machines. I have a little IKEA kind of toolbox thing that I have all my sewing bits and bobs in. I filled that. I had no idea what to bring. I was fully convinced I'd have brought the kitchen sink and I'd have forgotten a needle. Do you know that kind of a way? So I packed up everything. In the end, I actually had everything I needed, which was fabulous. And so I brought a few projects cut out. I wanted to make a basic t-shirt because I knew it wouldn't take long and I could chat at the same time. Then I have a kilo wrap dress, and then hats for my boys. And then I did bring the magnolia dress that I had cut out. I didn't get a chance to do that. Far too complicated. And I just liked it in the easier mix. So I got 3 things done. Well, 4 if you count 2 bucket hats. So I got this done, which is the MET by Jennifer Lauren Handmade. So I'd made one of these only about 2 weeks ago with the colour blocked front, but I thought I wanted to try it with the solid front. So this is a white cotton jersey that I couldn't tell you where I bought, but it's just a white cotton jersey, but it's lovely. And I thought as a little homage to Beyond the Pink Door, I would attach a little watermelon sequin patch that I got in the advent calendar. So I think that's very, very cute. I may wear that tomorrow. You might see it tomorrow. And then I also got my kilo wrap dress done, which I love. Somebody's doing building outside. This is beautiful cotton jersey from Fabrics Galore, eucalyptus print, and I made my usual, goodness me, usual, I do a size 12, size 14, I did the long length and I did the knee length, and I just love how this came out. And of course, my gorgeous Little Rosy Cheeks Beyond the Pink Door collab label as well. And there was a lovely lady there who then bought the kilo wrap dress pattern because she liked it, that was a good sign. So I really hope she loves it as much as I do. This is kilo number 4. So, and I got to wear this on Saturday night, which is always great when you finish a project that day and then get to wear it that evening. I'll pop in a picture here of me modelling it. And then also I got made up 2 little bucket hats for my boys. And this is the Lego fabric from Fabrics Galore, and then on the inside they get Peppa Pig. Older boy gets white and younger boy gets kind of yellowy colour. And then this one says not for sale, and then this one says cutie. So got this one made up on Saturday, and then I whipped this one up yesterday morning. So when I came home, they both got new little bucket hats and they look utterly adorable on them. They really do. So that was the sewing that got done. Did we have a little trip to Andrew's actual shop and her house? Yes, we did. oh my God, it was just amazing. So arriving there, the door that you're so familiar with, and going inside and going into the actual shop part where she does the lives and everything, oh my word, I had to be contained. I had to have a lie down. I had to have some smelling salts. It was just wonderful. I got to meet Wanda, the little kitty cat, who was just the cutest. And I had bolts and bolts and bolts and bolts and bolts lined up, and I was like, Rachel, tone it down a little bit. So I had bought 5 fabrics and I adore them. I could have bought the whole entire shop. So what did I buy? First up is this beautiful cotton jersey. So Me Made May has been really, really useful for me, because Me Made May last year, which I did in the entirety, I wore Me Made every single day. I was at home, so working from home, looking after the boys, and I wasn't in the office. This year, however, I'm back in the office 3 days, which puts a different spin on Me Made May. So we're now in, what date is today? The 22nd. So I've had 3 weeks at work, so 9 days. I've pretty much run out of Me Made work clothes. Pretty much, I think I'll just eke out the last week, because I usually wear lots of things on rotation. So I really want new work clothes. And one of the dresses I really enjoyed wearing was the Nina Lee Mayfair dress with the lovely kind of shawl collar and the waist ties. Really, really like that dress. I have it in mustard. So I thought this would make a beautiful Mayfair dress. It's a kind of burgundy cotton jersey. I wasn't quite sure to suit me, but again, the beauty of being in a fabric shop, hoofed the bolt up into my shoulder, over to the mirror. Yes, it looks fine. So it's got the most beautiful rose gold little flowers. Oh, I also got my nails done last week. Love them. Rose gold little flowers, and it's the most beautiful cotton jersey. So I think this would be lovely as a Mayfair dress. Kind of Christmassy, but I think you get away with it during the year. Then next up is the most beautiful Angora jersey. So I've got very into yellow recently. I never used to wear it, but I've got very into it, hence the t-shirt today. And when I saw this, it's almost like a marl colour, and it's just so lovely and soft. It's lovely and drapey. It's just gorgeous. So I thought this would be lovely as a juniper cardigan. So the lovely Lorianne, who was at the cutting table when I was piling these all up, she was asking what I was going to make. And I said, oh, I'd like to make a juniper cardigan out of this. And she said, oh, what I'm wearing. So she stood back and she was actually wearing a juniper cardigan, which looked so much nicer than I ever thought the juniper cardigan could look. She had it in a red and white Breton stripes, and you could really see the lovely, I think she called them saddle sleeves and stuff. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous. So that even confirmed it more in my head that I wanted this to be a juniper cardigan. I think it would come out quite nice and drapey, lovely for summer. You would go with navy, I think you could go with white. Beautiful. They had this in different colours as well. Seriously tempted. This one was a bit of fun, just because I love rainbows, and it's beautiful kind of pastel-y rainbows, and I think, is it a, yeah, who made it actually, but it's beautiful. And I just got a metre of this because I'd love to make a Lego tank just for the summer. I love that little tank top. It's a free pattern. And so yes, so this is going to be a little rainbow one. I think you could play around with the binding, maybe have it in different directions. Then this, which I had seen on her live, which I just adored. And this is olive linen. It is just, I mean, it's enzyme washed linen, and it is just beautiful. So gorgeous, gorgeous. And I was able to get this then for the shorts that I want to make for summer. So these are going to be either the Kai shorts, or the Love Notions Kai shorts, or the Sewing Revival classic shorts that I showed in my summer plans. So these are going to be destined for that. I think that would be beautiful as a pair of shorts. And then last but not least, I've been looking for this as well. It is striped seersucker, and this is going to be a summer heather blazer, which is just gorgeous. I think I might have to get some just very light white cotton lawn to line it. I have made a heather blazer before, a wintry one in tweed, and I loved it, and I think a summer version would be beautiful. We have a cuckoo clock. It's 11 o'clock. Tweet, tweet. So these are my fabrics. So these are 5 new summer plans that have snuck into the list. So if you did watch my summer plans, some of the shorts was a pattern that I've spoken about. For the rest of them, they have just snuck in. I didn't plan for them, but that's the beauty of doing summer plans, because I've now got 5 beautiful new fabrics. So these are going in the wash pronto, which is why I wanted to film this morning, because they're going in the wash straight away so I can get cracking on them. So that was my weekend. It was just Marvellous. Everybody was so lovely. Again, check out Judy's vlog because I know she left far more footage than me. Meeting everybody was just so nice. Everybody was so lovely, so involved and so interested in everybody else's makes, people chatting all the time. The conversations were sewing related, some not sewing related. Hilarious conversations ensued as you would expect. But it was just wonderful, and hello to everybody I met at the weekend. It was an absolute pleasure meeting everybody, and yeah, that was my weekend. How wonderful was that? So the week ahead, a week off. We'll see what happens. I shall definitely bring you along with me. I'm going to do a quick tidy up of these. I'm going to nip down to the post office to post off my sewing machine, and then I'm going to come back, collect my husband, and we shall head out on an adventure. So I'll catch you later. Good morning, everyone. So today is Tuesday. So to fill you in on yesterday, we ended up going for a lovely lunch, myself and my husband. I shall pop it in here. And then we went for a little walk along the coast. So the weather was really nice, a little bit chilly, a little bit blustery by the coast, but it was really nice just to have a lovely chilled afternoon. We had a potter around some nice shops and then a lovely walk, and then came home and a little bit of a crash out before the boys came home. Then today, Tuesday, so it's now coming up to 11:15. My husband has just popped out, he's due back shortly. I'm just doing a bit of a blitz around the house because my parents are coming up, so more about that in a minute. And I've mentioned on my blog before, the house is never as clean as when my mother comes to visit. So what I'm wearing today is an oldie. This is the Kalle shirt dress that I made, I want to say 2017, 2018, and it's in the most fabulous fabric from Semi Sunshine. And I am so pleased with my pattern matching in this. So here you go, check out this for pattern matching. So it's a beautiful shirt. So I made this a long time ago, and I never really got the fit right on the length. So it is a strange kind of scoopy back hem and stuff, and I think I cut the pattern piece out wrong or something, and it just never looked right. So what I've done this morning is I've chopped it off and made it a little bit shorter, and I'm very happy. I'll pop in a picture of the before and after here. And one of my Me Made May pledges is to alter some garments. I think I set myself a target of 5, and this is number 3. I have another Kalle shirt dress, shirt I should say, that I want to do the exact same thing to. So, and I'm much happier with it. So I love wearing this. I do love the Kalle. I've got this one, I've got a beautiful blue one, and I made the shirt dress 2 summers ago in beautiful striped linen as well. So it's a beautiful pattern, but I'm just really glad now that I'm going to get more wear at this. So this is what I'm wearing today. The reason my parents are coming up is that when I came home from Beyond the Pink Door on Sunday, I surprised my husband with a trip away. So Older French Seams is going to be 5 in October, and myself and my husband have never been away together on our own. So my husband's birthday is later in the year, so it is quite a surprise that I'm organising something for his birthday this week. So we are going to head down to a hotel, one of our favourite hotels, not too far away from here, and my lovely parents are babysitting tonight, so hence the cleaning the house. So we're going to strike off maybe around just after lunchtime. My parents are going to come up, look after the boys tonight, and myself and my husband are going to sneak away for a little night away, so I'm so excited. So I've got to pack. I'm going to make my parents a cake, so I'm going to get on and do that right now. I'm going to make a lemon drizzle cake. I'll show you a picture of it later if it turns out well, hopefully. So that's going to be the plan for today. So I must ring the hotel actually and book in dinner. So that is my plan for today. Not much sewing being done today. I'm hoping maybe tomorrow and Thursday I might get a little bit of sewing done. I'd love to cut out my Whistler jumper, which I've decided I'm going to make in that sparkly fabric. So I'm looking forward to getting cracking on that. And yeah, so I'll hopefully be doing a few more bits and bobs. But as always, I'll take you along with me. I'm hoping to wear my lovely new Farah dress for dinner tonight, so obviously I'll take a few pictures of that. And I think that's all for today, so I will catch up with you again tomorrow. Bye! Hi everyone, so happy Sewing Bee Day, or as most people call it, Wednesday. Yes, I am very excited about the Sewing Bee starting this evening, and I hope wherever you are in the world you'll also get a chance to watch it. So to catch you up on what I did since I spoke to you yesterday, so myself and my husband headed off to our little night away, which was so lovely. So the hotel is only maybe about half an hour, 40 minutes away, which is perfect. We stopped in for the most beautiful lunch along the way. I'll pop in a picture here again. As you can tell, I'm a massive foodie. So, and in the little village where we had lunch, there was a little fabric shop, and my husband had remembered this from the last time we went there years and years and years ago, and it's called Apple Tree Crafts. And we'd been there years and years ago. I follow them on Instagram. They're quilting, but they have beautiful quilting cotton fabrics, and they're just really, really lovely people. So I wanted to pop in and see what they had. I'm teetering on the edge of starting a quilting kind of adventure. I'm not quite sure. I think it's going to be the kind of thing that if I start to dabble in quilting, I'll be lost and gone forever. So I'm kind of holding myself back ever so slightly. But anyway, I wanted to go in and see what they had. So they have the most beautiful shop, a very funny sign, which I'll pop in here as well. And then they also had a beautiful little kind of doll's house done up like a sewing shop that I think one of their customers made for them. And then also a little Slovenian family's sewing machine set up, which was just adorable, absolutely gorgeous. So I asked them if I could take some pictures in their shop, and they very graciously said yes, I could. So I bought a few little things. So I did buy some fabric. This is a quilting cotton, but I thought it was beautiful. It's almost kind of like a denim-y colour, and it's got gold stars. I was kind of half thinking that if my blueberry Adam Sews pouch works out, I might make another one of this. I think it's really, really pretty. Then they had a lovely selection of little patches, which I like getting for my boys to put on little t-shirts for them. So I got a little dinosaur, that glaring, and then a little sloth, which I think is very cute. And then I saw these. I'm not quite sure what they are. It's a little teeny tiny sewing machine. So what can I do? Like this maybe. And I thought it would make a really cute necklace. Just if I strung it onto a little necklace, that'd be very, very cute. It's some charm of some description, but it's very, very cute. So I had a lovely time at that shop. Then we kept going and went to the hotel. We were able to check in, and so I just sat in the hotel room and read my Kindle for hours, which is something I never ever do, and it was just magical. It was just fabulous. Then we went down for a little bit of dinner. We had a little FaceTime with the two boys, who I don't think had even noticed that we weren't there because they were having such a fun time with my parents. So they were all well looked after, which, yeah, the anxiety left me ever so slightly, having never been away, both of us being away from them. So then we had a beautiful dinner, and the weather was just glorious. The sun was streaming in the window. It was just lovely. And then this morning, got up, had the most wonderful breakfast. If you watch my channel, you'll know that the reason I stay in hotels is because of the breakfast. And then we had a potter back up the road, stopped in for a cup of coffee. Again, the sun was just streaming. It was just glorious, and it was actually warm. And I think we're due really good weather now for the rest of this week and into next week, which is just marvellous. And then came back, and my parents were here, and we had lunch with them, which was lovely because I hadn't seen them since Easter. We had a quick catch up with them, and they headed back down the road again, and now we're just gearing up now to go and collect the boys from creche. So I think we'll bring their bikes down, or scooters, to collect them. It's a nice enough day. It's not as nice as it was when we were on our holidays, but it's okay. I'm hoping it perks up again, and I'm dying to see now how they got on last night. I'd say they were spoiled rotten, the two of them. I have no idea what time they went to bed, but never mind. I don't mind. They had a wonderful time. That's all that matters. And that's kind of what I got up to over the past few days. So this evening, I really want to get my Whistler sweatshirt cut out, maybe even my Gilbert shirt. We'll see how we go. Going to watch the sewing bee with a cheeky glass of wine. Obviously, I cannot wait to meet all the new contestants, see what challenges they have to do. I did see one spoiler that they have to make a twist top, which is interesting because I've recently made a few twisty tops. I've made the Joni dress with a little twist here, and also the Lotus Blossom blouse with a little twist at the waistline. So it'll be very interesting to see what they do there. So yeah, I'm just hoping it's a really, really good episode, and we get to know the contestants really well and see some interesting challenges. So the plan tomorrow, the boys are actually off creche tomorrow, so we're going to take them down the country to a little park, take a few pictures there, and then we'll see where the day goes. I think we have to buy them shoes, so that'll be exciting. I don't think you're interested in that. But yeah, so that's the plan for the next day. Oh, before I forget, I should tell you what I'm wearing. This is the Sew Over It Edie top. I believe it's from one of her ebooks, City Break, Summer Sewing, something like that. I'll pop it down below. And then this fabric is from Beyond the Pink Door. It's a beautiful kind of aqua colour with little glittery stripes, and I am wearing it with just a pair of ready-to-wear jeans. My white jeans, which I bring out every single summer, and I'm just terrified of getting in any way dirty. I did have to change into these yesterday because the jeans I was wearing yesterday, I don't know how, but I managed to get chewing gum on them. I have no idea. So I was able to make a quick change into these, which I really, really like. So yeah, I think this makes a lovely little summery outfit. I do also have false eyelashes on. I'm not quite sure, can you tell? I love wearing them. I have such stubby eyelashes, so I thought I'd put these on for the fun of it. I feel so glamorous going to the creche. Anyway, I'll leave it there and I will chat to you again tomorrow. Bye. Hello everyone, and this is now Thursday, just about, because it's gone 11 o'clock in the evening now. I've stayed up way too late because I got stuck into making my Whistler sweatshirt and it is done. So I cut it out yesterday evening, and I sewed it all up today. So there she is in this beautiful glittery fabric, and I've got kind of glittery cuffs, and then the only thing I have left to do is to sew on buttons. So I've got these lovely buttons right here, which I think came from my aunt a long time ago, so I'm going to sew them on. But then also when I was looking for buttons, I found this. So later in the year, I won't mention the time of year, I'm going to sew this on instead of the button, and I think it would look really cute. So that's what I've been doing this evening. So apologies for the angle, you're perched on the couch. So yes, it's now quite late in the evening. It's way past my bedtime. I will pay for this tomorrow, but I just, you know, when you get stuck into a project and you don't want to stop, and the end was in sight, so I just kept going. So to catch you up on where I left you yesterday. So yeah, yesterday evening I got this cut out. We collected the boys from creche. They had the most wonderful time with my parents. And then, of course, yes, last night was the sewing bee. So I hope you got a chance to watch it. I thought it was really, really good. I was so pleased it was back. I thought all the contestants were really, really great. I loved the challenges. So the first challenge was the twist top, which had a really cool construction actually when they showed the kind of pieces coming together. And so yeah, so that was the knot top, which was really, really cool. Then the middle challenge, which is probably my least favourite challenge, the one, the reconstruction. Was it reconstruction? What's it called? Transformation challenge. So that was pretty good. I think that all of them did a really good effort. And then the final challenge then was the made to measure, which I thought was really, really great. And that must be so tricky fitting to somebody, so tricky. So the patterns I chose are really, really great. I'm looking forward to watching the fold line where they go into the patterns of it. It got me thinking of cutout patterns, and the only cutout pattern that I've made, I'll pop in a picture here. It's a Fibremood pattern. It's called the Lola, I think, and I made it 2 summers ago. And it's got a lovely kind of ruffle front, and then the back has got a little cutout, but it does have a little bit of elastic. But I think that's a really, really cute pattern. So I'll link that below if anybody is interested in a cutout pattern. So I really, really loved it. I thought the garment of the week was well deserved. That was a really, really great outfit, a great dress. And then the poor girl who went home. It must be so tough being the first person to go home. And I think she did so well, but it just all went wrong for her. But I thought it was lovely the way everybody rallied around and tried to help her at the end. I thought that was really, that kind of summed up the sewing community spirit. I thought it really did. So that was really great. And even my husband sat down and watched it with me last night. So we'll see does he last the rest of the 9 weeks. So then today, I'm not sure did I mention yesterday, but the boys were actually off creche today. The creche was closed. Just that's kind of out of the ordinary, but just the way it fell. So we decided to take them on a little adventure. So about an hour, sorry, I'm playing with this little snowflake. About an hour south of here, there's a place called Avondale Park, and it's an old house, and then it's huge grounds, and it's kind of set in a forest and everything. It's beautiful. And recently they opened this thing that looks like a kind of massive pine cone or something. I'm not even quite sure how to describe it. It's 12 stories of kind of concentric walkways up, and basically it's called Beyond the Trees, I think, because basically you're higher than most of the trees. And then it's got a slide down the middle. So I'd seen this advertised years ago, I think, when it opened, and it was always in the back of my mind as somewhere nice to go. So we said, right, it's a Thursday in term time. It's a beautiful sunny day. Let's just go and see how we get on. It was spectacular. The sky was as blue, blue, blue all day. Not a cloud in the sky. It was magnificent. The place was empty. I think there was also about 3 other people. So, and you walk along all these like treetop walkways. They have little bits of information like about the animals you'll see and the birds you'll see. The 2 boys were in their element. So you walk this long walkway all the way across all the forest, and then you enter into this big huge structure, and you spiral, walk and walk and walk and walk and walk, and you pick up mats to come down the slide. So our 2 boys are too young to come down on their own. I think you have to be 6. So we decided we'd take 1 each. So we took 2 mats and walked all the way up and up and up and up and up. We just kept walking and got to the top. But there were signs on the way up saying, if you're here, it'll be a 90-minute wait. If you're here, it'll be an hour wait. So at peak times, it must be so busy. But today, empty. It was perfect. So we got to the top, and so yeah, my husband took older French seams down in the slide, and his giggles the whole way down, you could hear it echoing up the slide. He loved it. And then of course my younger boy saw what was happening. He was practically jumping into the slide before I had a chance to get myself sorted. So he jumped in, and I would have loved to have seen his face, because all I heard was but the two of us came down, and he was roaring laughing the whole way down. So all of us loved it. The two boys jumped off, said they wanted to do it again, but of course it's a long walk to the top. I totally would have done it again. It was so much fun. So basically it's 12 stories high, and the slide is 90 meters long, and it takes probably 10 seconds, if that. It's just brilliant. So I'll pop in a few pictures here. I'll link it below. If you are in any way local to Wicklow, I would highly recommend it as a day out. The place is beautiful. The forest, everything gorgeous. The facilities are wonderful. There's a lovely cafe. The playground is really, really good. The boys loved it, and we spent hours there. Really did. It was just fabulous. Of course, the weather really, really helped. So then, as I said, yes, we got the boys new shoes. They're delighted. Older boy got light up shoes, so he's just made up. And then we've just had dinner and kind of potter around, the usual kind of stuff. And then, yeah, I just got stuck into my sewing, so it's been a lovely day. So what I'm wearing today is, I thought it'd be good to wear something casual, something quick and easy, and it is my Stella hoodie from Tilly and the Buttons that I altered recently to make a waistband on it, and not just a straight hem. And I really enjoyed wearing it today. It was really great. It was a little bit warm. It got very, very hot, but I'm not complaining. But yeah, it was just a lovely outfit to wear today, and I'm glad I kept the kangaroo pocket, because it's dead handy to put all kinds of things. So that was our day today. I'm trying to think, was there anything else I need to report back? I don't think so. Tomorrow is our last day of our holidays. And thank you again for coming with me on this week. It's been really, really good fun. This has had kind of shades of vlogmas about it, which I've really enjoyed. So tomorrow, I think we're going to go into Dublin city centre. The two boys will be back in creche. And yeah, then it's facing into the weekend again. So tomorrow is Friday. I'm hoping to get this up as a Friday sews. We'll see how that goes. A wonderful video came out today. Judy, running so-and-so, published her vlog on last weekend's sewing retreat in Beyond the Pink Door, so I'll link that below. I would encourage you all to watch it. It's so great, and it really captures what we got up to last weekend. I just had so much fun watching it. It was really great, so thank you, Judy, for capturing all that. So I think that's about all for now. I shall head away to bed, because as I said, yes, I will turn into a pumpkin very, very soon, and hopefully I will catch up with you again in the morning. Bye. Hello everyone, so it's Friday evening now. Apologies if you can hear anything in the background, but I just had to film this outside. It's the most glorious evening, and I've got my fabric here drying on the line, so I'm not quite sure what the neighbours think of me. So we had a little potter around the shops. Dublin city centre looked amazing in the sunshine. Everybody had their summer clothes out. It just looked fabulous, so I'll pop in a few pictures here as I talk about it. So then this afternoon, then just came home. I managed to get my Gilbert shirt cut out in that beautiful cherry print. And then we've just had dinner. The boys have been playing all evening on the slide out in the garden, and it's just been fabulous. So I do talk about the weather an awful lot, but here in Ireland we do not get nice weather a lot of the time. So when we do, everybody latches onto it. So yeah, hence the reason that everybody is now outside doing everything they can, because we don't know how long this is going to last. So that probably rounds up my whole week. Thank you so much for joining me. One thing I want to say about last night's sewing bee that I forgot to mention last night. Did anybody else hear the fact that they had to do French seams? So I should have copyrighted that. So French seams are beautiful. They give a beautiful finish, and by the fact that they had to do French seams on the arm side in the first challenge, I mean really that is tricky, so fair play to them, but I got all excited when they were doing French seams. Yeah, that twist up was just beautiful. I live on a flight path, by the way. So what else did I want to catch you up on? So Jen from Today in Jen's Sewing Room, her prompt today was about National Blueberry Cheesecake Day, and I think about National Road Trip Day or Travel Day or something. So I assume that's in America, but I'm totally going to latch onto that. For one, I did my internship in Maine, so I love blueberries. And the second part of that, for road trips and travel, she asked, do you ever sew anything for travel or for trips? So funny she should mention that, actually, because we are actually going away next week. The four of us were going on a little long weekend, and I kind of forgot it was so close. I was thinking, oh, we're going away in June, and then totally forgot that June is like Thursday. So I'm now panic sewing. I want to get these beautiful shorts made up, so the green linen from Beyond the Pig Door. I cut out my cherry Gilbert shirt that I also want to wear, so I'm putting myself under completely undue pressure for this weekend, but we'll see how we get on. Watch this space for next weekend, whether or not I achieve those. But I just thought it was funny that that was the prompt about sewing for travel, when I just then had a panic that I realised we're travelling next Friday. But anyway, so then I went down a total rabbit hole about blueberries and cheesecakes, and I'm personally a fan of the baked cheesecake, personally, but that's just personal preference. So I think I'm going to round up this this vlog. It was really fun doing this all week. It was a little bit vlogmasy. I'd never ordinarily get a chance to do this kind of vlog because of work. So the fact that I was off all week was really fun, that I got to bring you along with me. As always, it was sewing and life, which I think is what Friday Sews is. So maybe this week there was a little bit more life than there was sewing, but I do hope you enjoyed it. Oh, I should mention what I'm wearing today. This is another Kalle shirt, and this is another kind of alteration. So I pledged that I'd do 5 alterations in May, and this is number 4, so I think I'm doing pretty well. Again, this is the Kalle shirt, similar to the one I was wearing the other day, that I must have cut it kind of between the cropped and the tunic and just a kind of funny length. I wasn't really that keen on it, so I fixed the hem. Much happier, and I loved wearing this today. It's in this beautiful lily print linen. So very happy with that, and it's day 26 and I'm still managing to wear Me Made with no repeats, which I'm very happy about. So only a few days left in Me Made May, and I've really enjoyed it. Again, I have a highlight on my Instagram stories about every outfit that I've worn. So, right, it's getting a little bit noisy, so I better move inside. Again, thank you so much for joining me through the week. I've really enjoyed it, and hopefully I get this up to you relatively soon. But thank you so much again. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love it if you would consider subscribing. I'll hope to link everything down below, but if I've forgotten anything, please let me know. Or if you have any questions, as always, leave them in the comment box below, and I'll be happy to get back to you. I love having the chats, as you know. So I will leave it there. I hope you all have a lovely weekend, and I will talk to you all again very soon. Bye.